All right, guys, back at it. Just needed to get my kids to chill out. So, continuing my thoughts, this whole Kavanaugh thing is just a stall tactic that they're doing to try to delay the process. Just like Anita Hill, they just want to delay the process of getting Brett Kavanaugh confirmed as a Supreme Court justice. That's the deal. That's what's going on there. So, as far hey Shade, I had to cut off my earlier stream because my kids were fighting. Hey Mayor, I'm back. Had to deal with kids, get some meat on the grill, get things going. So, as far as the Carolinas and the evacuation process, they did not heed the orders of evacuate, leave the area, go to a relative's house, find a hotel room outside the state, get out of the area where the potential for that storm was going to hit. It reminds me very much of Katrina, where folks were told that, guess what? It's time to evacuate. And they didn't even get the buses out when Katrina hit. So this time, they had the option of evacuating the area, leave the state, head west. Carolinas, these guys all had the opportunity. They saw it coming. The governor declared a state of emergency a week before the storm hit. I mean, I've talked previously, hey B West, about putting together your bug out bag. I talked about it on my stream just a few weeks ago. That hey, you never know. If something's going to go down, you have your bug out bag, you grab your belongings. Hey David, anything you can't grab, if you happen to be in an area like that, you put on your second story in inside rooms anything that you are afraid you'd lose in flood damage. You haul it upstairs, put it in a room, and get your stuff and you get out of Dodge. That's what you do in an evacuation situation like that. Your important papers, I hadn't talked about that previously. You grab those too. Your insurance information, your deed to your house, your health information, health cards, what have you. You grab those. And hopefully you've made copies of those anyway that you have in your safe or what have you. Hey, Maddie. I'll go back through. Yes, your contract sovereign, exactly. Yeah, they're looting the family dollars. Seriously. Hey, Brooke. Welcome. You make copies of all these things so that when you have to make that quick exit, you can make it happen and you can rebuild your life from there. Welcome, Maddie. I haven't seen you in my streams before. Welcome. Glad to have you. Yeah, if you're a contractor, all digital. Yeah, if you have digital files on a USB drive or a hard drive or whatever it happens to be, take it with you. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, it's your bug out bag, your guns, your jacket, suitable shoes. You grab those things and you go. Yeah, put them on a flash drive. And you put it in your bug out bag. And if needed, what you do is you grab all that stuff and you get out of Dodge. It turned out that USAA was offering their members the ability to stay in a hotel room, as well as their food needs. So people should have been calling their insurance companies to find out what their coverage was during a storm and what the evacuation procedures were. That's the only real world option you have. Same thing with the folks in the California fires. I'd have been calling my insurance company and saying, "Hey, you know, there's a fire nearby within 5-10 miles. What are my options? What do I need to do?" That way you're covered. That way you know that your insurance company has your back. That way you know you have the items you need. That means each family member has their bag so that you can make that escape. The other disappointment that I want to point out is all the pets that were left behind in the Carolinas. They left their pets behind. You build a bug out bag for your pet too. Because you know what? It's not right to leave your pets. You don't leave your pets behind. You don't expect emergency personnel to deal with them. Because all those pets during Katrina that people left their pets behind, all those pets got readopted. They went to adoption centers and people went and picked out new pets. Yes, exactly. Pets don't sign the contract, you do. And you don't just leave them behind. Hey, Big Drum. Great stream this morning. I liked your interview. Yes, B West, it makes me sad too. And angry and disappointed. The same would happen to me. If I had to get out of here, I would have to gather up all my chickens, my ducks. I'd have to pack them up in my truck and I'd have to go. It's what you do. That's what you signed on for. And yet, all those emergency personnel, the Coast Guard, police, fire, all those guys are going in, and the Cajun Navy are going in there and saving people and animals. I know, Sovereign, they won't necessarily have your back, but it doesn't hurt to ask. You always got to ask anyway, whether they're going to have your back or not. You at least have your info with you so that you can make that claim. Oh, Big Drum, I'm talking about what happened with the right, exactly. That's right, Sovereign. That's not a bad idea. Make sure you've grabbed all your credit cards. Make sure you've grabbed all your financials. That's important. Because anything you lose, hopefully there's a digital copy somewhere. But if it's your grandma's deed to her house that the courthouse burned down 50 years ago, I hope you have a digital copy of that. Just, yeah, if it's livestock, that's one thing. If it's pets, that's a completely different story. My chickens, they happen to be pets. My kids would not be thrilled if we left the pets behind. That wouldn't go over well. As far as the Kavanaugh scandal, it's totally like, one of those things where it's the last minute scandal. It's the Anita Hill situation playing all over again. Yeah, the ducks would survive. The ducks would figure it out. Not mine though, because mine can't fly. So, yeah, Big Drum, you don't have to worry about the hurricanes, but the flash flooding could be your issue, or the tornadoes in your neck of the woods would be your issue. Tornadoes and flash flooding. P West. Yes, provided you like the children. Well, hopefully even though they may not be acting right, you still manage to bring your children with. That's just, we're just saying, you got to do the right thing. That's yeah, right, right, Maddie. That or what if it's your 24-year-old that's camping in your basement? I mean, do you have to get him ready to go? Is that part of the evacuation plan, or does that 24-year-old have to depend on themselves and get themselves out? Yes, Chunk, I get it. Chunk is very fed up. Imagine I might be buying a Chunk T-shirt if they're still around. That is. Yes, or the almost 51-year-old. Mayor, are we going to have to come bail you out? We're going to have to bring in the Cajun Navy to come rescue you? Hopefully not, guys. Hopefully we're prepared. Hopefully we're talking to each other. Because you never know, guys. That situation could happen. One of us could suffer an injury and need rescuing. You might be digging through your garage and something falls on you and you are injured and you're not necessarily ambulatory. So yeah, that situation absolutely. Maybe emergency personnel needs to come get you. But it's totally different when you have a week's notice to get out. That's the thing. Everybody had a week's notice. Once the declared emergency happened, those guys knew that it was time to go. As far as the Kavanaugh thing, if this plays out anything like Anita Hill and the Clarence Thomas hearings, that it's all going to come out that she has nothing on Judge Kavanaugh, that it's really not a thing, and he's going to get confirmed. Actually, Maddie, yes, they do. They do manage to gather those folks up, throw them in the paddy wagon, and get them out. You don't have to necessarily worry about the folks in the pokey, because they want those guys to live through it so they can serve their time. So, surprise, surprise. Here we are, guys, right on the eve of another midterm election. And with the looting going on in the Carolinas, it's that situation where, are you supporting your Second Amendment? So that's what I got, guys. Support the Second Amendment. Make sure that you're fully aware, fully armed, and support the first, guys, because if we want to maintain our freedoms, you have to seek them out and you have to support them. All right, you guys, this is part 2 coming to an end. I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks.